What is up, everyone? It's WTS Weather here with another weather forecast video. In today's video, we're going to be going over all the latest information regarding the ongoing winter storm that's going to bring life-threatening severe weather, strong winds, and heavy snow to much of the United States. So starting off here, we're going to be taking a look at the NAM 3 kilometer first. This is as of 11 a.m. this morning. This is what the radar will be looking like in the southeast. Now, we did have some severe weather in places like Texas and Oklahoma. I believe Oklahoma, you guys had one severe thunderstorm warning. You guys had a tornado warning, actually. But I don't think there were actually any tornadoes. Now, if we go ahead and move a bit further up, we can see it is looking pretty bad, okay? This is one thing I want to pay attention to here. This line right here. Now, since yesterday, this line was not here, right? It kind of deformed, and then we had these, isolated supercells that were causing some problems. But the latest models last night and in the afternoon yesterday were kind of trending with this very, very strong line, which is kind of really, really bad, right? So we're gonna have this very, embedded winds. We're probably gonna have some straight line winds with this in this line. So if you were anywhere in this line here, and if you are impacted by this, you guys are definitely going to be seeing some damaging wind gusts. Of course, there is the possibility of a isolated tornado. So with that being said, the Storm Prediction Center has increased their risk area to an enhanced risk, which is like right around here, I believe. Now, one thing I do want to point out, I do honestly, in my opinion, I do think it will be upgraded to moderate risk, okay? I think that we could see a moderate risk. My best guess is probably somewhere in this area here. You could definitely see a moderate risk. So if you move a little bit forward here, you can see just how strong that line is. So I'm definitely thinking somewhere in northern Alabama, Tennessee, southern Tennessee, somewhere around there. I think we're definitely going to see a moderate risk be issued later today in the afternoon, like kind of right before it starts. I also think we'll definitely see some tornado watches issued because once again, you have that 10% chance of a tornado inside the enhanced risk area, which, obviously that's not supposed to be taken lightly, right? 10% chance of tornadoes, that's pretty bad, especially this early in the year. Now, I know I did kind of downplay it a little bit in the last video. I know someone actually mentioned that to me, but yesterday the models weren't showing this, and now they're kind of trending upwards with the risk of severe weather. So that's why I'm trying to get this video out as fast as possible. So I'm sorry if I go through this a little bit fast. As you can see, obviously it moves through places almost all of Alabama, Arkansas, Tennessee, even to the places in Kentucky here. Now, Kentucky, I don't think you guys will get that much severe weather out of it, but it's definitely something to keep in mind because I think maybe like, southwest Kentucky, you guys will definitely be getting some of that strong wind as the line moves through. So obviously moves through Alabama, eventually does move into Georgia, kind of dies down a little bit. And then eventually moves into the Carolinas, and once again, it's not too bad. It does redevelop a little bit here, places like Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. You guys could maybe see some severe weather out of this. Not likely, especially since it's pretty cold up there. So going ahead and taking a look at the winds now, obviously, like we said yesterday, we have this area here of, 20 knots, maybe even up to 30 knots in some spots in places like northern Tennessee and southwestern Kentucky. Also, Indiana, Illinois, this area around here, you guys could also be seeing, specifically this area, some strong winds as well. And obviously, as this moves to the east, it will slowly kind of die down a bit, and then it will redevelop near the northeast and the coast. So obviously, the NAM model, I think, honestly, doesn't have that much winds compared to other models like the HRRR. So taking a look here at the HRRR model, you can see, once again, places like the Northeast, you guys, like southern New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, you guys could also be seeing, wind gusts 40 knots sustained, possibly on the coast. And obviously, as you go inland, there is a sharp decrease, kind of. But obviously, it is still something definitely to watch out for. I'm expecting some power outages in the Northeast, especially places like Kentucky, Tennessee as well, places in Missouri, northern Alabama, Arkansas, places like that. You guys are definitely going to see some wind-caused power outages, as well as obviously some damage from the severe weather. I am definitely expecting that because of the squall line. Now, zooming out here in whole for the entire eastern United States, you can see, once again, you have your strong line in the south here, which is going to move to the east. And I think, honestly, northeast, places like New York City, you guys should be pretty much spared from the worst in terms of precipitation. You guys might maybe get something, maybe some strong winds with the line near the end of the storm, right? I think, probably early Friday morning is when the winds will really start to pick up in the northeast, and most of the eastern coast, actually, you mentioned it. So, honestly, once again, like I said yesterday, you have this area here of ice and snow mixed there, or places like Indiana, Illinois, and eventually actually moving into much of Ohio. Ohio, your severe risk, I think you guys could, maybe in southern Ohio, could see some probably damaging wind gusts with that line that comes through. I don't think anything other than that, right? Because It is relatively cold up there, and there's not much potential energy in the atmosphere for the storms to use. And that's another thing with the southern part of the storm. Actually, the potential energy has increased compared to yesterday. We will take a look at that in a second. But other than that, upstate New York, you guys would probably be seeing some ice. Places like Albany, you guys might get some snow at the end of the storm. Much of the northeast, you guys should basically be in rain. Of course, northern parts, like I said, snow, wintry mix, stuff like that. Now, in terms of snow totals, the NAM has, about 6 inches. Indiana, Illinois, maybe some 1 foot areas in places like Kansas, northern Oklahoma, areas like that. You guys could see maybe close to 1 foot. Places like southern Michigan as well, you guys should almost be probably half a foot of snow is my best guess. Upstate New York, by the border of Canada, you guys could also be seeing probably about almost close to 10 inches in my opinion. Northern Maine, northern New England, actually, rather, you should probably see close to a foot in some elevated spots. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Cape now. And obviously, as you can see, it is, that lighter shade of purple, which is kind of what we didn't want to happen. Yesterday was that darker shade of purple. It was, barely reaching in the thousands for potential energy here. And now it's well into the thousands, So this could be honestly a problem because, right, you have all this potential energy here. The storms are going to kind of use to develop, and then once they move this way, they're going to have all that energy in them, and it's going to kind of, cause some problems there. It'll be probably, I'd say the biggest threat, probably definitely strong winds. Obviously, when you have a squall line like this with a cold front that moves through, there's not much of a risk for tornadoes, in my opinion, right? But it's definitely possible. I don't think it'll be anything like a tornado outbreak, but I definitely think we could get some damaging winds with this storm. So obviously, if you were in the enhanced risk, or if you were anywhere in the south, Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, Georgia, anywhere in that area, you definitely should be taking a look at this and definitely consult with your National Weather Service office just to, get the latest information. Now, in terms of ice, we are seeing places now, northern Ohio, I'd say you guys are probably going to be in the, main bullseye for ice here. So if you were in northern Ohio, I would definitely expect some, probably some power outages caused by this. I don't think it's going to be too much ice, but, it's definitely going to be a good amount to cause some problems. So if you were in northern Ohio, or if you were really anywhere on this map that's in the pink or orange throughout the day, you guys should definitely be traveling safe. You shouldn't be going out on the roads when there's an inch of ice. You definitely shouldn't be driving in the snow if you were in the snow area as well. I'm pretty sure that's common sense, right? But if you were in the ice, definitely keep an eye on it, because you might think it's raining outside. You go outside and the roads are full of ice, right? So definitely keep an eye on this if you were in the pink area. Just try to travel safely. It could end up, not being as much ice. It could end up being a wintry mix, but that's what's really unpredictable with storms like this, right? A lot of the ice forecasts for storms like this do end up, kind of being incorrect, and they kind of either could go up or down depending on, how the storm moves. So if you were, once again, I've said this a lot of times, just be careful, okay, if you were in the ice area here. So with that being said, I think that is pretty much going to be it for the video. I pretty much went over everything for this storm. Now, once again, I probably will try to go live later today. I don't know 100% if I'll be able to. I have been having some internet problems and some PC problems. My computer has been kind of acting up. So once again, I will try to go live. No promises, though. It could end up not happening. So with that being said, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.